For more than 4 decades, the late President Kibaki worshipped at the Consolata shrine in Westlands. Since his days as cabinet minister into his vice presidency, and even after leaving a high office. And all those years, worshippers say Kibaki never agreed to address the congregation, despite his political ambitions, including when he sought to be president in 4 elections. Our very own Sam Gitugu spent time with some of the worshippers that interacted with President Kibaki and brings us this report.
When he entered the church, of course, he would enter the church as a head of state, although he's coming to worship as any parishioner. So you'd find that there would be a system of going to meet him when he came in, walk him to where he's going to sit, the parish priest and the church representatives. He would sit on that front bench there on the right. And then once he would sit there, I would go around and sit on the other side of him. He loved to sing, and when we were singing, I remember the choir would call out the song. And then I would, open the hymn, and then I had him the hymn book. Then when that song is over, I would exchange my hymn book for the one he was using.
So one time during the Mass, I was the one opening the songs. I open the song, then I give it to him, and then I open for myself. Even though anyway, afterwards, when the Mass was over, I didn't know how I was pushed out of the way. Then I knew he's the president of the country. So I just found myself not there any longer, but at least I had had my experience.
But I remember one interesting incident where I forgot my reading glasses. I got a bit distracted and did not get the hymn number. So he saw me struggling. So you know what he did? I saw him open his hymn book and started singing the hymn. And I did the same. So we both were singing the hymn. I don't know what page he was in. He doesn't know what page I was in. And we sang the hymn, and it was nice.
One day, the microphones were not, were not okay. After the Mass, he met me outside. There he told me, "Father, what should I do now? Should I repeat Mass?" Asked him, "Why, Your Excellency?" He told me, "Because I did not hear anything today." So I told him, I apologized. I told him, next time I'm going to see that the microphones are working.
He loved the 10:30 Mass. His vice president, His Excellency Mude Awori, loved the 9 o'clock Mass. So when the Honorable Awori is leaving the church to enter into his vehicle, after the 9 o'clock Mass, that's when we'll be preparing to receive His Excellency. Never at any one time did he pick a microphone to address a congregation in church, either inside the church or outside the church. And these are the opportunities anybody who wants votes would take advantage of.
Because even when we were doing those harambes, he was just sitting there. His contributions, in fact, were being done through security. So he did not come himself to say, give this and this. No.
Sometimes, I would wonder, I'd look at him and I would wonder whether this is the head of state I'm seated with, because not only was he a Christian, he was a deep Christian. That I can attest to.
Before he enters his car, he used to greet the people around, greeting them with a hand, and asking them, how are you, how is, and then he's cracking jokes with them.
I remember one time he was unable to get up. So instead of getting up to start upright, he sat down there, exactly. So you see down now. I never used to stay very far. I would just be within a distance. I can hand him the hymn book. So I just came close and asked him, is everything okay? Then he told me, it's the knees. Yes. So I asked him, can I help you? No, he told me no. I continued feeling concerned. So in the pastoral council meeting, I was saying, maybe we should have a capillo made for His Excellency to be kneeling on, because the benches are rather hard. But when the idea was broached to his security, they cannot hear that. You have to use the hard bench. When he retired, it changed.
he used to attend Mass at 12:30, and he was always punctual.
When he retired, he came in 3 cars. His Mercedes and a car in front and a car at the back. You not even know unless you knew the cars. There was a time he came with his daughter once or very few occasions with his daughter. But it was not many times. He would always come alone. First Lady never came. No.
Why?
I think she belonged to a different denomination, different faith. When it comes to the Sarimian, the peace greetings, the security will not be keen to have children go to the head of state to shake his hand. But here he told the security, no, let the children come to me. So the children used to come and greet him. Even my own grandchildren would come and greet him, and all the other kids, they would come and greet him during the wishing each other a sign of peace. So he was really encompassing of the children.
When I arrived here with the Eucharist, he used to kneel down, and then I give him communion. Then after that, I will go some steps. This bench here used to be occupied by security. Then I could come up to here, right, and then I started giving communion to other Christians. This is how it used to be. Okay. Unfortunately, that protocol will not be there anymore.
Well, we have got a tent outside there, and we have got 2 books of condolences. And parishioners have been signing these books since last Sunday. And they have turned out in a big way to sign those books. And various masses, we have offered the masses for the repose of his soul.
Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord. May he rest in peace. Amen.
The stature and manner of the former president brought unique warmth to the Consolata community. In death, the community mourns but remembers the time shared and the glow that shone while it lasted. Sam Gitukus, Rtd TV, at the Consolata Shrine in Westlands.